There he is. Ooh, he's looking so green. What about bam? Ooh, now he's looking very radioactive. Okay, let's try to fix that a little bit. Oh boy. Hey, this is Matt, and you are tuning into the Crypto Harlem live stream, live as and streaming into the internet, as the words would probably let you think. It is Saturday because we do this at Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. every week, and it's September 14th, 2024. We made it. We're here. Celebrate, everybody! Yay! Woo. Okay, so um, Crypto Harlem is anti surveillance. Crypto Harlem is looking out for all marginalized people all around the world. Crypto Harlem has all kinds of cool tips and tricks for your privacy. Talk about if you want cybersecurity career advice, we got that stuff. If you want, I'm trying to be hacker elite, we got that stuff. If you want to talk about what's going on around in the news, we have that stuff too. A lot of times, folks who care about their privacy, um, they don't have a big community like around them locally. Friends and family, you're the kind of tinfoil hat in your crew or whatever. But here, you're just one of the many, one of uh, you're amongst family. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. So we got you. Yeah, we do. All right, and I usually start off with a roll call for the early bird to get the worm. So I will do that. Um, this Oh, I should also add. So the Crypto Harlem live streams, like we stream on Twitch, but then we like cross stream or restream the broadcast to Facebook and a bunch of other places. And what I found is now our Facebook page, we need more people on the Facebook page, which we had a Facebook page before, we made another one, and we got hit with this like 100 person. We need 100 more people to follow us. So if you use Facebook, um, just give us a follow. That'd be cool. Spread the word. It will help us reach other people on Facebook because we don't have the live stream on Facebook anymore, and it's just because we need 100 more people. So that's a little. mm, That's the Facebook page right there. Facebook.com/Crypto Harlem USA. Facebook.com/Crypto Harlem USA. Operators are standing by. You know, yeah. Well, there are no real operators standing by because poor Tank got toasted in Matrix One. Man, wait, another funny about that. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, it takes like 2 seconds. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a retweet, give us a whatever people do on Facebook. So that will help like huge. And if we do that and we just get like one, thank you, D Elixir said I did it. If we get one every, I don't know, every week, well, in 100 weeks, we'll be back there. It was weird because it just started in June, you know. So that's just like a new thing that had happened. Um, what had happened was we had lost our thing. So yeah, just trying to like get that going. Okay. And on the Twitch side of things, let's see what's twitching in Twitch land. Rich Man Chin in the VIP. I appreciate you for rocking with us. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. I I try to keep this somewhat elective, so it'd be like, hey, what do you want to talk about? But then I also have like ideas for what I want to talk about, what I want to do, and I'm trying to balance the two. Um, that's key and important to me. Um, let's see. Let me pull up a few things. Mm, um, What is mm, um trying to get some music going because I need some background tracks. Hey, if you're out there and you want to listen to something, drop a genre in the chat. I'll put the music on. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see what I could find. Something mellow. Okay, let's do it. Let's cue it up. What do you say, huh? You with me? Are we rocking? Let's go. A drawer of things says hardcore. Okay, a drawer of things. Are we talking about hardcore punk? Or are we talking about like hardcore techno? You know, like do 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 do. But I'll put some hardcore punk on. Good to see you, drawer of things. Thanks for rocking with us. Hardcore. Hardcore. Okay. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's kind of pop sounding. Let's see what this is. This is actually this is probably a little better. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Let's see what this one is. No. What's this one? Um. mm, nope. Nope. Don't like that. No. 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 I feel like I'm playing Tony Hawk on my PlayStation 3 or something. Wow, it's a lot of like Blink 182 kind of SoCal skater soundtrack. Like, I mean, I guess, all those amateur skate videos need to get free music from somewhere. Well, definitely not this. Mm. Okay. I'm really picky when it comes to my hardcore. So, oh, all right, I think I found it. Oh, let's put this on. Um, the, I think it was okay. This one too. Let's get that one going. Okay. All right. Get ready. All right. We can start. Thanks. Oh, let me know if this gets too loud for you. It's quite enjoyable. Yo, the Thugger Thug says, we here. Casey Mod says, you want a genre music? What about some Frenchcore? What is Frenchcore? You know? Is it hardcore music with French lyrics? Is it doubling down on like a espresso with a baguette and wearing a beret and black and white striped shirts? He's going extremely French. You know, all my French friends would be like, "Man, nah, man, why you gotta keep bringing up those black and white striped shirts, bro? We don't do that no more. Why you gotta keep bringing up mimes and baguettes, man, and berets? We're more than that as a people, you know." I know you are. Uh, okay, let's see. Where was I? Mm, So let's see. Um, Couple things. Let's see if I can find an excerpt. So, two reporters from the New York Times, they wrote this book, and it's out now called Character Limit, and it's about Elon Musk. It's Character Limit: How Elon Musk Destroyed Twitter, and I thought it'd be cool to talk about that for a little bit. It's pretty wild. Um, so it looks like this. The book. It's on Penguin Random House. You could get it for $32 if you want the hardcover. You know, there's an ebook, there's audio, and it's the definitive account of how the world's richest man, in a fit of unbridled vanity and arrogance, took over and destroyed our digital town square. Wow, that's what the author of Bad Blood says. And yeah, I thought it'd be cool to just Vanity Fair a couple days ago ran like a little piece of it, like a little excerpt. You know, they're on tour. I like how this book company is like on tour. You know, are they on tour like a hardcore band? You know, are there a bunch of authors jumping in a van, going playing basements? You know, reading textbooks. I don't know. So let's go. See, Casey Mod was saying that my French friend still makes those jokes. You know what? Some things. They're just we can't let go, you know? Like, does anyone know who Jerry Lewis is? No. Are we gonna still talk about how French people love Jerry Lewis? Yes. Things like that, you know? Jerry is a comedy genius. So the Vanity Fair piece um, looks like this, and there's a part where Elon Musk says, "Are you saying no to Elon Musk?" That sounds cool. I like anyone talking about themselves in third person. That just right there, you know. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's try to pull this up. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'll share the link in case you want to, and I'll just get to the. Um, let's see how far down is that part. Okay, here we go. So it's vanityfair.com/news/story/Elon hyphen Musk hyphen Twitter hyphen buyout. And that's on your screen. And there's this part here where it says on a call with Segal and Twitter's finance executives and lawyers on Thursday, Gracias changed his tune. His boss was actually short, Gracias explained. Trump was missing more than 400 million, and Gracias demanded that Twitter wire money from its coffers to Musk so that the deal could close. Segal was dumbfounded. Robert Caden, Twitter's straight-laced chief accounting officer, and the half dozen other people who listened on the conversation couldn't believe what they were hearing. You know, Gracias knew that Twitter had more than 2.5 billion in cash on its balance sheet, and with Musk still short on financing, some of the expected funds had not arrived in that moment. The private equity buff tried to pull a mafioso move. "You need to wire us money," he growled. It wasn't clear to the listening Twitter executives what had changed from the previous day when Gracias and Musk had the funds ready. But Twitter had the cash, and it would be Musk soon enough once he owns the company. Gracias. So he's like, "Look, Twitter, you have this money, right? Millions of dollars. So you have money in your Twitter, bank accounts. We're gonna own you anyway. Just give us the money ahead of time so we can properly buy you. And why don't you? So it's like we're gonna own you anyway. Why not use Twitter's own money to shore up the remaining of the financing and make this easier for everyone?" But the Twitter executives didn't trust Gracias, given Musk's attempts to back out of the deal earlier that year. What if they did wire the sum and Musk once again tried to call the whole thing off? "No one on this call has the authority to do that," Segal replied. Segal knew better than to refuse Gracias' request, potentially handing Musk a reason to blow up the deal during its final hours. He wouldn't say no, but he couldn't agree either. So he kept his answer open-ended but truthful, focused on the fact that only the board had the authority to consider and authorize a last-minute transfer of funds. "You're not going to wire me the fucking money," Gracias says, becoming more impatient. "Are you saying no to Elon Musk?" No to Elon Musk. That needs to be a t-shirt right there. "I'm just saying that no one on this call can make the decision to send the money," Segal responded. He was the highest-ranking Twitter executive in attendance, and no board members were dialed in. If there was any possibility of Segal trying to work for Elon, it evaporated at that moment. At one point, Marty Corman, a prominent tech merger and acquisition attorney for Twitter, who was also on the call, asked Musk's lawyers to keep Gracias in check. As the call ended, Twitter's finance executives gossiped amongst themselves about the demand, which they found inappropriate. Musk had agreed to find the funds independent of Twitter at the price he set himself. They couldn't move Twitter's cash around in some corporate shell game just to appease him. "This feels a bit fucked up," one member of Twitter's corporate C-suite told Juliana Hayes. the senior vice president of finance. Others thought it was potentially fraudulent and criminal. An hour or so later, Gracias called back. He'd found the money from somewhere else, he said. Some Twitter executives speculated that they had gone to Qatar's sovereign wealth fund, but could never confirm it. The deal could proceed. And that was the last thing that kept Twitter from, you know, Elon's hands and Twitter being Twitter. Super weird. So in this scene here that I just read from the book, Elon Musk had set the price for Twitter at a certain amount, and he was like, I want to buy it for that amount. And then last minute, he was like, yeah, I'm 400 million short. What's 400 million between friends? I'm about to buy you anyway. Why don't you use your 400 million to help me close this? Wire it to me so I can buy you. How wild is that? It's pretty wild. I think it's pretty amazing. So if you continue to read the excerpt on Vanity Fair, it's all kinds of like interesting things like that. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And that's from the book Character Limit. Check it out if you want to check it out. I think it's cool to learn about like behind the scenes, like what happens in the Elon verse, you know what I'm saying? And how we lost Twitter. It's a cautionary tale there for everybody who cares about anything and anyone who's making anything tech. Like, you don't want to go out like that. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the hacker world, attacker world. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing here that I want to. Teenagers getting arrested for hacking is always like a storyline that I like to talk about. So maybe we'll talk about this story that comes out of the Hacker News. And in it, the National Crime Agency in the UK, who, you know, also were involved in arresting. They like to troll people when they arrest them, I think, because like they also arrested those teenagers in England who tried to extort money out of Proton Mail. And also they were also the same groups that were calling in like fake bomb threats. And they got busted, and the NCA like took a snippet of the arrest video and put it on social media. But yeah, here's another, you know, story here, and it's about a teenager in Walsall, England. So I don't know where that is. So I'm gonna try to like check out where is Walsall, England. Ooh, this is the good part. The cymbals are cranking in this part of the song. Okay, straight out of Walsall. Let's take a look. So OpenStreetMap says that this is Walsall. And let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, it's north. Walsall is here. It's north of Birmingham. Okay, so now you can't even see it anymore. But that's London down here in the southeast. This is Birmingham, and Walsall would be right about here. So these hackers were straight out of Walsall, you know. And let's go find this piece. They did a 2-week investigation into a cyber attack against the transport of London, you know, and you know, let's see exactly. I'm trying to find exactly what. Yeah, they do this. They posted this. Let me show you. what happens is, I guess if you commit any kind of cybercrime, especially if you're a teenager in England, they're going to troll you on social media. That's how NCA does, National Crime Agency. So it's like a teenager has been arrested by the NCA as part of the investigation into a cybersecurity incident affecting transport for London. TFL. Full story here. And it's like arrested with the stock photo. Oh man. And this was 2 days ago. Let's see. Let me try to find this. What exactly was what did they exactly do? You know? Let me see if it's in this police write-up. 17-year-old male was detained on suspicion of Computer Misuse Act offenses. Okay. The teen was arrested on September 5th and was questioned by officers and bailed. But what was the attack on the public transit? Like I mean, I will have to dig into that a little bit more, you know? Was it like a denial of service? Let's see. So I was just reading about this on um, HackRead, which is hackread.com, which, if you want to find good hacker news, hackread.com, the hacker news, latest hacking news, of course, like VX Underground and others on Twitter. But we're going to switch to the hacking news because the hacker news has a little bit more on the tech side of it. Um, hmm. Is this related to this? I don't know. It said the London public, this is in the Hacker News. London Public Transport Agency is requiring 30,000 people on their staff to complete an IT identity check. And to reset their passwords. And it says seems like there was a leak that involved some customer names, contact details, email addresses, home addresses. Yeah, and that's it, Like even they don't really have that much on this. It says there was very little impact on our customers so far. The situation is evolving. Yeah. Unauthorized. It says that the security breach led to unauthorized access of bank account numbers and sort codes, supposed to be short codes, I think, for 5,000 customers. And that is basically it. So I'm not sure the impact of this. I like this AI picture of someone was like teenager hacking transportation system, I guess, so but yeah, so it's kind of sad for me when I see that because there's so many ways to learn and develop your skills nowadays that you don't actually have to do real hacking and real attacks that inconvenience people. And it's not like the motivation for this was political or financial. It seemed like without learning more about exactly the steps, I've been trying to dig into what the steps were, that this was just a bored teenager with a keyboard, which is probably really dangerous when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's change this music. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go with something a little more chill. Hey, welcome to the Crypto Harlem live stream. This is your host, Gemini Matt. And I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you for liking and following and tuning in when you get your notification. That's what this music sounds like. All right, so there was a let me try to find this information. There's a hack on a dating site. It wasn't really a hack, it was like a security write-up, where security researchers were trying to do responsible disclosure. And the let's see if I can find it. Another good source for up-to-date hacker news is the Register, which also has like pretty good UK news. I should go check and see if they have information about that teenager. And this dating app security was too open-minded as private data swings into public view. And so in this, basically a security firm, Fortbridge, FORT, like blanket forts, they found this issues. They tried to get in contact with the people who run the company and write the code. They gave them like examples of like why it's not good, the way that they set things up and all the weaknesses available and how private information could be used and leaked. And then they went back and forth with them a little bit, and they never fixed it. So then they reached out again and again. And in their research, which they have a link to, let's see if I can find it. It says your nudes and data were publicly available, right? And so in it, they also write a timeline. Let's see if I can find that. Probably near the research side. Timeline. Here's a disclosure timeline. And, you know, Microsoft came up with these like responsible disclosure for security researcher rules a long time ago. And if you find something wrong on somebody's product or website or tool or app, the idea is that you're supposed to tell them about it so they can fix it. And if you just go to like the internet and tell the world, people will build weapons out of your research and attack the site, causing damage to people who are innocent, caught in the crossfire, like users, customers, etc. So it says that they found this problem way early in the year in March, and they waited until now, September. So they were like, look, we gave you more than 90 days to fix this. We gave you like 6 months to fix this. You haven't fixed it. And so 2 days after 6 months passed, they published this research. And, you know, it says that they said we've implemented the required changes to mitigate the remaining findings. So, you know, then this blog post was posted. So they really gave them more than enough time to avoid, you know, all kinds of damage taking place to their users. But it's weird how, you know, and this is a common story when you look at the disclosure timeline. Initially, it takes a long time to get a response, and then you ask for an update, and then they're just like reviewing your stuff and going back and forth, and you're like, hey, it's been 3 months, is there any update? Hey, it's been 4 months, is there any update? We're gonna delay the publishing of this, but like we need an update. What are you guys doing? You know, like, and they're like, hey, it's been 4 months, have you done anything? Hey, by the way, it's 5 months. They're like, yeah, we're still working on this, you know. So they basically took almost the year to even begin to do anything. And that's a common story that you see when you're trying to be, you know, not not a horrible person. And if you want to read this, it's interesting because there's some you in reading about their research, you can learn about some of their how they looked at this stuff. It's nothing, wild or anything. You could use a browser um, to find these same findings, um, and just some like basic domain and networking understanding. They looked at the app and then they just found like there were a lot of like things that were not properly locked down. So, which allows you to basically assume any identity and delete things you shouldn't be able to delete, write posts as other users, look at pictures you shouldn't be able to see, all kinds of things like that. It seems like it was pretty trivial. And so I'll put that in the chat for anyone who wants to read. Oh, wait, you guys aren't seeing this, are you? Oh, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. My bad. Let me see what happened. Let me fix that share. It's not that bad. You're seeing the article from the Register, right? So this is the research, and the research was called. This is the timeline. Let me just pull it up. But they really tried here. They were super patient, and they were trying to be as responsible as possible. And that's another thing. Like as a security researcher, before you drop this stuff, you always want to like really try to be as responsible as possible. And I think like they went above and beyond. Oh wait, that's the wrong link. Hold on. Here is Fort Bridge research on that app. That's the link. So yeah, you can check that out. Mm. And let's see. If you were to use any app, like you can look at like again, they were just simply these screenshots are just simple um burp suite or any kind of network inspection of a link, just looking at like a request that came through and a response that came back. And honestly, you could literally do this in like Chrome or any other browser, Um, and yeah, things weren't locked down and there wasn't enough verification on where things are coming from. And so that's what this report basically says. So yeah, it was cool. You should check it out. Um, what else do I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about, let's see, this video. There is a video called We Belong Here. With like women in cyber. Let's see if I can pull that up. Do we belong here? Women in cybersecurity. And by Cyber Florida. Hey, Cyber Florida. What else is Cyber Florida up to? They got let me see, Cyber Florida. Okay, let's see. Are you with me? Are you watching the Cyber Florida tab? Welcome to the Florida Center for Cybersecurity at the University of South Florida, also known as Cyber Florida at USF. Cyber Florida is a state-funded organization dedicated to positioning Florida as a national leader in cybersecurity through education, research, and outreach. We work across the public and private sector to enhance Florida's cyber talent pipeline, foster and promote cutting-edge applied research, and help educate organizations, businesses, and individuals for a safer connecting in cyberspace. for safer connecting in cyberspace. But yeah, they made this video, and they have a conference called Sunshine CyberCon, which I guess is like a Florida cyber conference. It's a blend of technical professionals, non-technical managers, decision makers coming together to exchange ideas and share knowledge with Florida's cybersecurity community. Sunshine CyberCon. They also have a podcast called No Password Required. Then they have the Do We Belong Here? A cybersecurity podcast. And those are the big things, you know. And the Do We Belong Here? Let me see if I could is there a way to just pull up the Do We Belong Here? Let's see. Podcast. Do We Belong Here? So the Do We Belong Here, they had a premiere event for their documentary, created in partnership with Cisco and WISIS, which is like Women in Cyber. But also it's like, hey, my sister, why not cybersecurity? Why, sis? I thought that was really funny. Oh boy. And then here it's like, she said, what? Do we belong here? It's kind of an interesting question. And it's a podcast where I think women in cyber are interviewed and they talk about cool stuff and whatever. And they made a documentary based on the podcast. And there's a trailer. Let's see, is this the movie? No, this looks like the trailer. So we're gonna watch this trailer, okay? But, you know, hopefully, like, this is obviously a rhetorical question to anybody. Here's the trailer. Here we go. Let me turn off the smooth sounds of Crypto Harlem. And also, let me switch cameras. Oh, yeah. Okay. Super high res. I feel like the camera is like, camera, what are you doing? Where are you? Whoa. Are you tracking me again? Okay. Stop tracking me. I got to talk to my camera. Now I got to do the zoom up thing. Maybe it's this hand. Do you see me, AI cam? Pretty. Wait, I go down? No. Okay, I go like this. Yep, you see it? You see it? Okay. There we go. Now stop. I feel like I'm in like you ever see those action movies where someone's got like an MP5 and there's a bunch of people behind them and they're like, that's how I talk to my camera. 2024 is wild. Okay. So yeah, let's watch this trailer, y'all. Let's check this out. Without the background music. Cut the music, y'all. Okay, let's go. Closed captions for the win.
It's been 1 year that we've been doing the podcast. I literally cannot believe it.
A podcast dedicated to proving that everyone has a place in the world of cybersecurity.
We really focus on the human side of cyber.
Being your true authentic self, my unique journey has led me to this point.
When I think back at it now, I should have already been in tech since like I was a little girl, because I've always been the person that the Wi-Fi is out and now I'm in the back like unplugging stuff and things like that.
What we wanted to do was find a way to reach young women and women and build that community around it, show and highlight that it is a broad community.
I think the biggest challenge is not being taken seriously.
Representation is getting a little bit better, I think. what a woman brings to the table is just so much different from how men think, and no one thinks about that.
Those accidents that you make, those failures that teach you something, that actually make you a better human firewall.
I just cannot believe we're finally here. It feels like a dream. We've been working towards this for over a year now.
Yes, okay, we do belong, and you do too. That's the answer right there. I don't need to watch it. They just gave away the ending. So, I'll put a link to the trailer, which is the Cyber Florida. Um, Do We Belong Here? And definitely watch it, send it to your cyber friends. And if there are any gender minority, women expressing, gender nonconforming, folks in your circle, let them know that they belong. Look out for them. Wait, that's not the link to the thing. Oh yeah, there it is. Let me put it on the screen. Boom. Do we belong here? Which I started thinking like, yo, you know what? We should do the Crypto Harlem documentary, and it'll be like an action movie, like a lot of slow motion montages and explosions and like somersaulting kittens and stuff like that. Like I think it really inspired me, to think about doing that. But all jokes aside, yeah, it's cool to see like folks who are not represented in cybersecurity in the dominant culture and in the media and in like corporate focus getting their shine and their win. I'm always going to support that forever. That's dope. You should too. And yeah, that's why I want to talk about that. So yeah, just chill ramblings today. Is there anything you out there want to get into or talk about? Let me know. We got some time on the clock. Don't make your boy, don't get mad at me about the close up shop here, But yeah, just kind of like a lazy day. Oh, my bad. I forgot I moved the camera out the way when I was talking to I moved the mic out the way. Hope you can hear me. Let's see what else. What else did I want to get into in September when it comes to hacking and attacking? I don't know, I'm taking it pretty low key and chill right now. So trying to think like any cool, like weird cyber or hacking projects I'm working on or things that I'm doing or things I want to share. Oh, you know what I wanted to share? It's like because there's so much like angst and energy and 50% of the world has elections right now. I find that there's a lot of people who are getting amped and polarized and political and taking that to social media and stuff, which leads to a lot of harassment and a lot of targeting of people and people getting doxxed and things like that is, it's not cool. But I wish I can go back in time and tell people who need assistance to always do these things. So if you listen to this and you tune in regularly and you know who you are, friends and family of Crypto Harlem, the squad, appreciate you. And you probably think, oh, I'm going to do this later. Just try to do one of these things today. So maybe I'll close out every time with like reminding you. If you, for some reason don't use two-factor on your social media, but you use that social media to have, express yourself and express your viewpoints, definitely use two-factor and don't use telephone text two-factor. Use an authenticator app, Google Authenticator, Okta Authenticator, Authy from Twilio Authenticator. Use any of those. They're all good. There's no, there's in my opinion, they're all basically the same. They have different pros and cons. It's just whatever one you'll actually install and use, like just get that one. And then let's see. So let me just like, I often talk about these things and I'm like, yeah, just use this thing. And then, in case people are confused and they want like a play-by-play, I'm just gonna go through it real quick, okay? Um, this is what Authy looks like. Boop. And it's made by this company called Twilio, which does a lot of like phone and telephony tech. Whenever you call your Uber driver or get a text from an app, it's probably passed through Twilio. They have a tool called Authy. This is the link to it. Okay, so peep that. Okay, get that installed. Just get that installed. That's like job number one. You know what I'm saying? Then Google has their authenticator. And here's a link to that. Let's see. And the Google Authenticator looks like this on the screen right now. You know what I'm saying? You might use it. I mean, there's like so many authenticators. I myself might be coming out with authenticator. You know what I'm saying? You never know. It'll be like sponsor. It'll be, I don't know. Maybe it's like me. Maybe I can get Snoop Dogg to whisper the numbers to you. That'd be kind of cool. Crypto Harlem Authenticator. Okay, so here's the Okta Authenticator. Everybody's in this authenticator game. Seriously, Taco Bell should make an authenticator. Everybody should make an authenticator. That way people who are super fans, you know what I'm saying, they'd be using it. Like if you install the authenticator, you enter a lottery to get a free taco or something. Like that's where we really need to be as we head into Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Okta Authenticator looks like this. Unlock possibilities with user authentication. This dude looks so focused. He's so excited. So he's authenticating. And the truth is that when you own an online platform like Instagram or whatever, TikTok, you already know that people get hacked constantly all the time. And you already know that like these like two-factor things are the only game in town to keep you safe. And there's very little recourse. Like, when you get your account taken over, you go to these companies don't have customer service. It would cost too much. So you go to the website and the tools, and they're highly frustratingly inadequate. And some people get their accounts back, but most people don't. So just get two-factor. And then once you get one of these apps installed, and I hear you're probably being like, yeah, I already got this. Go to two-factor, 2fa.directory. It's a website. And it's just, you could type in any service and just get your two-factor on, And this way you can feel free to not have your account get lost or taken over, while you're just out there talking about whatever you want to talk about on whatever you want to talk about it. So you would type in on this website something like, let's say we typed in TikTok and I hit enter. It will tell me that TikTok allows me to get SMS authentication, which is cool. If you're new to this, get a text to your phone. It's better than nothing. Email authentication or software. And all the software is like Twilio, Authy, Okta's Authenticator, and Google Authenticator. That's what software means. So, if you click here and you go to Docs, it takes you to that page, and you can read more about the step-by-step on how to do this on your TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So you already have everything. 2fa.directory is there for you. You know what I'm saying? They got your back. So do that. Call your utility company. That's like your electricity, your internet. If you pay for gas, your gas. If you pay for water, your water. And tell them, hey, company that does my, utilities, I'm concerned about being, a victim of identity theft and someone turning off my power or someone turning off my internet or someone turning off my water or my gas, because that's what, people be doing out here. That's what trolls do. So just call, and it's annoying. You got to wait on hold, and you get, yes, you can, it's like, para español, marca un dos, and you got to be like, boop, 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 and then you got to wait, and then, pick your language, and then, so definitely do it early morning or super late night right before the calls end. But someone will be there to help you, you know what I'm saying? And then you can say, I want to make sure that before I can turn off anything, I need a PIN. And before I can make any major changes on my account, I need a PIN. And before you give any major information out, guess what? I need a PIN, I need a PIN, I need a PIN. And then they'll give you some kind of PIN or some kind of code, or you'll just ask them, like, what does this company do to further lock down accounts? They'll have something. And usually it's something like, we need a number that's on your bill that you probably the only one who gets to see. And we'll make sure that we only ask you for that number, which you could put, on a magnet on your fridge, or if you don't have a fridge in your house, you know what I'm saying, whatever, wherever you want to put it, on top of your toilet paper roll, whatever, write it down, in those important places. But for real, yeah, do it, and you'll be good to go. Like, anyway, so I'll leave you with that. So look, it's just, I don't want to see you get got. I see it happens to people out there, and you're cool enough to hang with us right now. Um, let's put on some more music. Let's put it on. It's that time. You've been listening to the Crypto Harlem live stream. Crypto Harlem stands for Cryptography Harlem. We're just keeping it short because we're on a nickname basis. I am your hacker friend, hacker Sherpa, hacker guide, hacker doula, Gemini Mads. And it's time to go. But before I do, I'm going to do a cool shout out to the cool people out there. People who are dealing with annoying ads on Twitch, like Agent Choco Love and Casey Mod. In the VIP, yeah, I see you. Rootsman Chin. Rootsman, we got to get you on just so we could talk to you. Would love to do that one day. So definitely, if you're on the Twitch, hit us up on a Twitch Whisper. That's like their messaging platform. So we can like get you on. You know what I'm saying? That'd be so cool. Let me turn off the share. In a moderator, the moderator's moderating the things, making sure that the mood stays hype. Sometimes I get on, my energy so low, and then I look out and I see these two of them moderating, and they moderate my whole energy level. Put your hands together for a draw of things. Air horn and D-Elixir. Right back at you, draw of things. Doom, doom. D-Elixir. Look at that D-Elixir face, huh? Awesome. Appreciate you. All right, Agent Choco Love. See you later. Casey Mod. It's been real. Rootsman Chin. Babies in the future want to say to you, thanks for looking out. All right. Enjoy your day today, everyone listening to the Crypto Harlem live stream. It's been a chill one. Lock down your account, all that stuff. Have a strong password, which means that it was made by a computer, aka a password manager. Don't get got. That's just, how's that gonna look out here? You know what I'm saying? You roll with us and you be listening to us, and then you just getting your account taken over like willy-nilly. That's not, we better than that. All right? Peace. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to say what's up to our sponsor, my clothing brand. Not Anon. Thanks for the super user hat, Matt. You're welcome. Oh, thanks for the love, Casey Mod. Appreciate you. Okay. So yeah, like if you want to fuel Crypto Harlem, aka Cryptography Harlem, what you can do is pick up some merch. We're dropping some new merch on our site. Okay. I think there's a couple of cool ideas for shirts that I've been thinking. So they're going to be on shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies. And, I see you out there with that on. I'll be like, yo, you one of the real ones. So pick one up. Since you're repping us, we really try to make it that it's not wild pricing or anything, And if you want to like actually just swag out and look dope all the time, pick up something from my clothing brand, Not Anon. That's at Not Anon XYZ. And yeah, gonna be doing some like big advertising, media push type stuff on that. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Okay, encrypt, encrypt, encrypt. Take care of each other. Peace.